Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secure Team. So we have a couple of things to talk about today. We have a new piece of UFO footage that was released by none other than, you guessed it, Tom DeLonge, the man we spoke about in yesterday's video, as well as a groundbreaking new New York Times article which discusses the Pentagon's mysterious UFO program that was apparently going on under the noses of the public for years before being shut down. Now, this piece of UFO footage that you're about to see was, it's released by the Defense Department, and it was part of their Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program. And so this is in the article. It was also featured on Tom DeLonge's To the Stars page, well, you guys take a look at it and tell me what you think. We'll talk more in just a minute.
Against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. The whole thing, dude. That's not LNS. It's not. That is LNS, dude. Well, it's good thing. It's rotating.
Okay, so, interesting clip. Unfortunately, we only get, half, we don't even get the full video, which kind of irked me. It's degraded, we know that much, but it seems to be a legitimate clip taken by an F-18 Super Hornet jet as it tracked this mysterious, gravity-defying, some would say, unidentified object. And so, according to this new article, in the $600 billion annual Defense Department budgets, the $22 million that was spent on the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program was almost impossible to find, which is exactly how the Pentagon wanted it. For years, the program investigated reports of unidentified flying objects, according to department officials, and was operated by a military intelligence official, Luis Elizondo, on the 5th floor of the Pentagon Sea Ring deep within the building's maze. The Defense Department has never before acknowledged the existence of the program, which says it was shut down in 2012. But its backers say that while the Pentagon ended funding for the effort at the time, the program remains in existence. For the past 5 years, they say, officials with the program have continued to investigate episodes brought to them while also carrying out their other duties. The shadowy program, with parts of it that remain classified, began in 2007. And initially, it was largely funded at the request of Harry Reid, the Nevada Democrat who was the Senate Majority Leader at the time and who has long had an interest in the space phenomena. Most of the money went to an aerospace research company run by a billionaire entrepreneur and longtime friend of Mr. Reid's, Robert Bigelow, who many of you know, we've spoken about him before, who is the man who is working with NASA right now to produce these expandable craft for humans to use in space. On CBS's 60 Minutes, Mr. Bigelow back in May said that, quote, he was absolutely convinced that aliens exist and that the UFOs have visited Earth. Now here's where things get interesting. Working with Mr. Bigelow's Las Vegas-based company, the program produced documents that described sightings of aircraft that seemed to move at very high velocities with no visible signs of propulsion or that hovered with no apparent means of lift. Officials with the program have also studied videos of encounters between unknown objects and American aircraft, including one released in August of a whitish oval object about the size of a commercial plane that was chased by 2 F-18 fighters from the aircraft carrier Nimitz off the coast of San Diego in 2004. Now, we featured this video before, but if you haven't seen it, here it is. And so, in response to questions from the New York Times while doing this article, Pentagon officials this month acknowledged the existence of the program, but insisted that the effort had ended after 5 years in 2012. Stating, quote, "It was determined that there were other higher priority issues that merited funding, and it was in the best interest of the DoD to make a change." However, Mr. Elizondo said that he continued to work within this project up until this past October, after which he resigned to protest what he characterized as excessive secrecy and internal opposition, stating that after he left, there was even a successor named, which he declined to reveal. And so there you guys have it. That's not the entire article, but I will post a link to it down below. There's much more, and you guys can head over and read it. But now I want to talk about what Mr. DeLong is stating in this new update to his To the Stars Academy. So, as you guys know, there's been a lot of controversy surrounding Tom DeLong. I posted a video yesterday showing you guys a clip which revealed Joe Rogan's personal thoughts about the man. Now, as many of you know, I've been skeptical. But then again, everybody should be. Especially when you're raising $2-3 million, providing yourself a salary each year of $100,000, which goes right into Tom's pockets. You have to produce something. And as I've said many times before, if he furthers the cause of this research, then I am all for it. If he doesn't, then I'm not for it, and only time will tell. But as long as I am reporting on the UFO agenda, Tom is fair game. He is a major player now in this research, and so that is why I will continue to report about him, just as I would report on anyone else, and have many times before, that is involved in this research. So I'm just kind of taking a step back and watching to see what happens. But along with this video of this new UFO footage that was released, Mr. DeLong said that this clip is only the first of 3 future military videos that are going to be released of unidentified aerial phenomenon, or UAPs as Mr. DeLong has called them. And on his website, he goes into quite a bit of detail, talking about this particular piece of footage, the background of the gimbal system that is used by these jets to track objects like this, and states that this clip here is hardcore proof that these physics-defying craft do exist and that are routinely tracked in our skies. So again, yeah, I mean, I would have liked to have seen the full clip. I'm not sure why they cut it off so soon, and why Mr. DeLong can't just release all of them all at once. You know, that's got a lot of people asking, you know, for $2 million, you would at least think that you would get the full video. And, what can I say? I think we'd all love to see the full video, but at least we have something here. You guys head over, you can read this full article, very interesting, from the New York Times. Do you think that this is all legitimate? Do you think this is some sort of disinfo campaign? Put it down below, I'd love to hear it. And as always, stay tuned, subscribe, stop by our online shop, where we feature Secure Team shirts, hoodies, buttons, and Christmas tree ornaments. However, there's only a couple days left to order if you want to get it before Christmas. So if you want to, the link to that is at the end of this video. And I want to wish you guys a happy holiday. We've had a lot of discoveries this year, more things uncovered every single day, and with more people subscribing and joining this community wanting to know the truth than I've ever seen before. And it truly is amazing. So thank you all for stopping by. Stay safe, and I'll see you back soon.